Good, good day, folks. I'm not sure if that's Australian or English, but yeah, sorry, I've not posted in a while. I didn't realise quite how long. Been a month, I've just noticed. So my apologies for that. On this video, I want to just focus on what it. Let me just try and get a bit more central. I want to focus on what it feels like to be sectioned now. Anyone close to me knows that as the years have gone by, I've been an informal patient. And then obviously because of my risk and what's been going on, I got detained. In a lot of ways I don't feel like it's hit me yet. When I think of myself, I don't think about being detained. Which, I know it sounds bizarre. I'm coming from a whole different angle with all my videos now, because before I was really well, close to discharge, and now I'm as poorly as I've ever been in my life, to be honest with you. So I can't, as much as I'd like to give you advice and be that sort of rock that I was before, I can't. But what I can do is give you an insight into, depression and anxiety. Anxiety is horrible. It's like one thought. You imagine a tree, its trunk goes off into branches, then into more branches. That's what it's like. It's just one thought leads to another and another and another, and before you know it, you're just left feeling frightened or feel like something bad's gonna happen. Depression, and I never really suffered with it until now. I've never felt this depressed in my entire life. Being here, I do, and I know they try and argue against it, but I feel like a disgrace to my family. I'll be completely honest with you. I look at my mum and dad, and I think they don't deserve this. They deserve better. And it's me that's ultimately putting them through this. And I don't want to. I don't want to put them through it, but it's. All I know is I'm losing the plot, and I'm losing it fast. Hence why I've sectioned. I've had a lot of self-harm incidents. Now, I'm not going to disclose what they were, for the pure fact that I do not want to give a fellow self-harm watching this video any ideas, so to say. But it required a few visits to A&E. So yeah, I suppose I'll have to leave that topic there. But I've not been in a good way. I'm now monitored a lot closer. Two staff to everyone in the garden. I'm at arm's length, which means staff got to be at arm's length from me. Obviously, I've got a staff member next to my right hand side. That's kindly let me do this video. But being sectioned, you feel like every last bit of control you almost feel like you got no control over anything. It's bad enough feeling like your illness is dictating your life. But when you section, it's like everything dictates your life, and you feel like you got just no say in anything. The stress I just feel so stressed all the time. I've lost probably, I don't know how long, but maybe about a stone, and it's not through gym and dieting. It's just through poor appetite, and I'm genuinely struggling to eat. It's horrible. My sleep's sporadic. What I do notice is, obviously I can't disclose the location of where I am, but I do need more specialised care. If a genie would have told me this is where I'll be when in my life when I'm 30, I'd have just probably laughed. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing a lot of stuff on my wall at the moment to keep my mind busy. Pictures with words and camera borders and stuff like that. To try and remind me. I'm just looking up now, and right above this I've got my two best mates, Toby and Graham. And I'll be honest with you, when I see them, I could cry. I genuinely could cry. And it's just such a difficult situation. And it's just, I mean, the benefits of being section, I've got to be quite level with this discussion. The benefits are that it keeps me safer. I mean, there's no way of keeping me completely safe because, I usually find a way all the time to self-harm. And even the doctors turned around to me and said, I've looked over your history properly and you genuinely can't help it. When you self-harm, there's something that's making you do it. I've got a few suspicions, but I don't really want to share them, and it's purely because I'm sort of 2/3 of the way through because I've been told now that instead of EUPD, I've got a mixed personality disorder. So I'm going through a very intense 91 question assessment, and I think we're on 62 at the moment. So I'm pretty sure I know which ones we're gonna fash out, but by the same token, there might not, so I might be surprised. Things might come up that I just didn't anticipate or whatever. I mean, my sleep is extremely sporadic, and I think sometimes people think I do it. I fight to stay awake. I genuinely don't. I just want to, do want to sleep. And sometimes I'm in bed at 7 at night. Sometimes I don't sleep at all. It's just mind-boggling. But back to the section thing, it's got its pros and its cons. I've got to think, if I wasn't in here now and I was informal and somehow I got out, what would I be doing? I'd be sat in my flat severely self-harming. So I haven't even attempted to try and argue the section because I know that it's the right thing, and that a lot of people disagree and say, they shouldn't be on a section, this, that. But as it stands, I think the right choice has been made. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like a fine line. You can. I was almost on the cusp of being sectioned so many times, but somehow I managed to ghost it, and yeah, I don't know how it happened, but ultimately, unless my sort of behaviour was changing and the degree to which my self-harm was escalating and still, it still is, I can't be too complacent. I'm a recovering self-harmer, I'm not a recovered one, and like I said from my last video, there's been some very savage things that I've done to myself, and I'm not prepared to share it, so don't give anyone any ideas. But I try to look at the positives of being sectioned and that it's keeping me as safe as possible. The obvious drawbacks of it is you've got less control. You kind of feel like 50% of your life's taken off you, and all decisions are made by everybody else, and that's where it becomes a bit troublesome, because it's like, alright, I'm on a section, but I still know this, I still know that. I've been told I've got great insight into my illness and my problems, which I always take as a compliment. So, if any of you out there are in the same boat as me, you're not alone. That's number one that I wanted to cover. You're definitely not alone. In the link, in the comments underneath this video, I'm actually gonna copy and paste my actual email address, so if there's anybody struggling, maybe we can help each other. I'm just sorry I can't be that bubbly guy who had all the answers before. Unfortunately, I'm unwell. I didn't choose this. It just happened to me. But yeah, if you are in a section, it's not the end of the world. Just, it's there for your safety, yours and everybody else's. You know what I mean? So try to look at the positives. I know it's hard, really hard. But I'm going to wrap the video up here because I set myself a time limit, and I can talk for England. I go off on tangents, and then they can take 5 minutes and all that. So, words of encouragement before I go. Try and stay strong. Try and communicate. That's all I can say. At the moment, I'm very weak and I'm not communicating that well at all. But that's, I suppose what the point I'm trying to get at is. Hopefully one day I can get back to that. Right now I can't see it. So I hope you're all well, and I'm going to leave it there. Thank you.